So at the Anson today, we have this visitor who has a direct connection with Crossley, as in Crossley Engines, Crossley Motors and
Crossley Brothers.
Crossley Brothers. And your name is?
John Francis Crossley.
And your connection with is your great-grandfather, did you say? He was
Francis William Crossley.
And he was what? Who?
He was the elder brother of the business partnership. His younger brother was William.
Right. And as you say, your name is Francis because
all first sons of each generation, it's not in writing, but it's an unwritten law or advice, shall have the name Francis.
So you're a direct descendant of the Crossley brothers.
Correct, yes, yes.
So did your father get involved with Crossleys at all?
Unfortunately not. No, they had gone wrong by that time.
Right.
No, he was an engineer, but he did try to get back in. He met Sir Kenneth, who had become the chairman by this time, in 1947, but Sir Kenneth would not give him preference.
Oh, so there's no nepotism then in them days?
No, unfortunately not.
So are there many other Crossley descendants around?
Well, we had a centenary meeting in 2004. That's the centenary of the Crossley cars, and I met 5 cousins that I had never met before.
Distant ones.
Well, literally, from across the water, some of them. William, who, you know, being the entrepreneur, he was knighted in 1909, and then the next year he was made a baronet.
Oh.
He died at his country place on Lake Windermere in, I think, 2013 of intestinal cancer, and Sir Kenneth inherited the title.
Is the property still in the Crossley family, or?
Sadly not. It's now part of a timeshare.
Oh dear.
Divided into 14
Oh.
apartments.
So it was quite a luxurious place, was it?
It took 10 years to build.
Blimey. To his design, or?
I think so, because he saved a lot of bits and pieces from houses that burnt down. You know, it was a common thing in those days because of candles and...
Yeah, so recycling is not new.
No.
Did he have electrical power installed? Did he have an engine there in them days, or?
I cannot answer that.
But yourself has got quite a collection of Crossley artefacts, haven't you? Cars?
Yes, I have a few.
So how many cars have you got?
I have 2 cars. I was asked to take over the last big Crossley to come off the production line. That was in 1934, February 34 she came off.
Was that at Irwood Park? Where did they make the Crossley cars?
Pass. I don't
Right.
know.
So you've got a 1934 one.
Yes. Always intended to be a family car, and in fact for its first 10 years of life, William had recently he had died, and his widow lived on another 30 years.
Blimey.
To the age of 90 something. She ran his what do you call them?
Just a bit,
Investment things to create money
yeah.
for boys of poor homes. And she did it. She ran it like a business. Chauffeur driven, 12 miles there and 12 miles back to an office every day, and did that for 10 years until she was too old.
I've now got rid of the background noise so we can continue. So the lady, she ran she looked after the sort of the Crossley investments, did she, in life, have you?
Yes, that he had organised to make money for families with lots of children often, and he'd seen a lot of poverty.
Of course, it was in Openshaw, there was the Crossley Boys Club, wasn't there?
That would be one of them.
So that was part of it.
Yeah.
So that's one car. What's the other car you've got then?
It's a 1932 10 horsepower Tourer.
Was that just an ordinary production car, or?
It wasn't terribly successful because I think they were trying to get into the sporty market, and it was not a great success. It won its class in the 1,000-mile rally. What's that called?
Yeah, but
it won its class, but it didn't do terribly well against Riley's and
the big boys, boys in the game, basically.
It didn't make nearly as many as the two different saloons with the same engine, the Buxton and the begins with T. Torquay.
And I'm also told you've got a few engines as well, have you?
Yes, I have. I've got a BW6, a BW4, and I can't remember some of the other numbers. I've got about 6 of them.
Oh, so you're you have a collection, as they say.
And I have 5 wartime lorries.
Oh.
3 6-wheelers that are called IGL8s, and 2 XRAF 4x4s.
Were these built to a ministry spec, or?
Oh yes.
Right, so they're not. They aren't Crossley, but they were actually built to a.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. I've not indulged with buses or coaches.
You've managed to avoid that.
So far.
So far, but is there still a chance?
No, I think we will avoid that.
You've decided your collection, considering your age now is?
86.
86. Your collection's quite big enough as it is.
I think so, yes. In fact, I'm getting rather depressed that so many things will not get finished.
And the other problem, of course, when you get to our age or your age, the years are getting shorter.
They seem to.
Yeah. And other things. Yeah, so one minute it's Easter, then it's Christmas.
Quite.
And this is. But at least you're still around to talk about it.
At the moment, yes.
What do you mean at the moment? I hope to see you next year at the Anson.
Yes, I would. I hope so. Yes.
And it's been nice talking to you.
And you.
And of course, now it's recorded for ever and ever and ever.
We hope.
Yeah, and I'm sure somebody will say, yes, that's such as. Thank you again. Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Pleasure.